In the annals of history, the 2011 Norway terrorist attacks stand out as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of radical extremism. The tranquility of this peaceful Scandinavian country was shattered on July 22, 2011, as it became the stage for one of the deadliest violent acts ever witnessed in modern Europe. The day started like any other, with citizens going about their daily routines, oblivious to the impending catastrophe. Without warning, at approximately 3:15 in the afternoon, an ominous blast ripped through the government quarter in Oslo. The force of the explosion resulted in 8 fatalities, and several others were injured, with buildings in the vicinity suffering significant damage. The government quarter, a symbol of the nation's democracy and governance, was reduced to a scene of chaos and destruction. While the nation was still reeling from the shock of the Oslo bombing, another horror was unfolding on the island of Utøya. Just 2 hours after the blast, a gunman disguised as a police officer arrived on the island, where a summer camp for the Labour Party's youth division was in full swing. The unsuspecting attendees could not have anticipated the terror that was about to descend upon them. The next 72 minutes on Utøya were a nightmare of unparalleled proportions. The gunman, later identified as Anders Behring Breivik, embarked on a shooting spree, mercilessly targeting the young campers. By the time the police arrived and apprehended Breivik, 69 people, most of them teenagers, had lost their lives. In the aftermath of these attacks, it was revealed that the 2 incidents were not isolated. They were in fact orchestrated by the same man, Anders Behring Breivik, a far-right extremist. He admitted to the crimes and was subsequently sentenced to a term of 21 years of detention, with a minimum term of 10 years, the maximum punishment under Norwegian law. The 2011 Norway terrorist attacks were a grim testament to the terrifying reach of extremism. The events of that fateful day left an indelible mark on the psyche of the nation and the world at large. The loss of 77 lives served as a tragic reminder of the cost of hatred and intolerance. The impact of the attacks extended beyond the immediate loss of life and physical destruction. They shook the very foundations of Norway's open and trusting society, forcing a re-evaluation of national security measures and sparking a nationwide conversation on the dangers of radicalization and intolerance. In the wake of the tragedy, Norway showed remarkable resilience. Instead of succumbing to fear, the country unified, vowing to uphold the values of democracy, tolerance, and inclusivity, even in the face of such devastating violence. The memory of the 77 victims lives on, a poignant symbol of the enduring spirit of Norway and a resounding call for peace, understanding, and unity in our increasingly interconnected world. The 2011 Norway terrorist attacks serve as a sobering reminder of the perils of extremism. They underscore the urgency of vigilance, dialogue, and understanding in our ongoing struggle against the forces of hatred and violence.